Alright, Joe and Chris, before I go into my football stuff, I will answer my own question about the AL wild card because I never actually answered it last week. So I'll say the Yankees will take the first wild card spot because I don't think that anyone's going to catch them for the first spot. So for the second wild card, I'm going to say the Los Angeles Angels. Gone from sellers to acquiring Justin Upton and Brandon Phillips. They recently got back Garrett Richards, who will provide a boost to their pitching staff. I think that they're their best team built for the postseason right now out of all the other wild card teams. So it's going to come out down to the Yankees and the Angels. Now to football. You are right that saying that baseball is my best sport that I cover, but that won't stop me from trying. And I have 3 predictions for football that I'd like you to hear. So my first prediction is that age will finally catch up to Tom Brady. Why are you saying this, Greg? That's what you're probably thinking in your head. There's no way Tom Brady can be aging. Well, that's partially true and partially false. Yes, Tom Brady hasn't really shown too much of the aging factor, but age can suddenly catch up on a player when they're not looking. We've seen that before, Joe. Look back to the final seasons of Derek Jeter, Jorge Posada, Mariano Rivera. Their last seasons was nowhere near as good as their seasons before them, let alone their prime. Last year, Tom Brady threw for the fewest yards in a full season since 2006. Now, there was an injury season in there, so that's why I say full season. Because of this and other injuries that will happen to the team over the year, I have a feeling that they'll catch the injury bug in the NFL. I'm going to say that the AFC East will be relinquished by the Patriots to the Miami Dolphins. Because seriously, do we think that the Buffalo Bills or New York Jets will take that crown? Number 2, the Cleveland Browns will finally get over 3 wins this season, but draw less than 400,000 people in the stadium. Now, I say the 3 wins because I think that they are a little improved over the last few years. Let's face it, when you've won 3 games in the last 2 years, anything's an improvement. But as to the 400,000 fans, remember my conversation the last 2 weeks. Since then, 11 Cleveland Browns players have taken a knee during a preseason game against Tampa, including our old friend Jabril Peppers. We've had a lot of high-profile people come out and say they'll never support the Cleveland Browns again. The other reason I say this is that I think they'll lose a couple thousand fans each game to the Cleveland Indians, especially if they make another deep run in the postseason for MLB. And my third prediction will be that the New York Giants will hold a narrow lead in the NFC East over the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I'm one of those people who doesn't buy into the Dallas Cowboys. Buy into them. They've had a history of flip-flopping after a winning season or just going into plain mediocrity. As for the Philadelphia Eagles, I feel they're vastly improved. Alshon Jeffrey is a classic high-risk, high-reward type of signing that, if it pans out, will do wonders for them. But I think that they're inexperienced in quarterback. I think Eli Manning has the experience not over that. Now, finally, before I end this off, I'd like to make note of the passing today of Gene Michael, the former Yankees executive who died today of a heart attack at the age of 79. Without Stick, who was the general manager between 1990 and 1995, there would be no core 4. There would be no dynasty of the 90s and 2000s for the Yankees. He built the Yankees into what we know them today, one of consistent winning, and he will sorely be missed.